oh my God, these people are so inexperienced. These people have no right to be here. For the first time in my career, I've experienced a lights and sound supplier who didn't know how to install the LED, or they couldn't get it up and running. What was happening is they were there since the morning, according to the coordinator of that day. And as you can see here in the pictures, it wasn't up and running for a long time, all the way up to dinner. So it came to the point where we couldn't play the initial video that the couple prepared for everyone, the through the years the video, and we tried to fix it during dinner. We had to extend dinner to try to fix the problem. And once it reached to the point where they still couldn't do it, this is where I decided to go next door because there was another wedding, and I reached out to my coordinators from Getting Married if they can help, and who was the lights and sound supplier there. And it was Metrotech, who are pretty much veterans in terms of providing LEDs in the wedding industry, or LEDs in general. They've been there for a while and they know what they're doing. So I asked them if it's okay, as long as it doesn't affect their work, to maybe check on what's happening here so they can diagnose the problem. And they did it. So shout out to Getting Married in Metrotech. It wasn't your job that day, and I really, really appreciate it. That was so, so kind of you. Thank you, thank you, thank you so much. That you guys went above and beyond, and thank you for going past your roles that day. I appreciate it. Wonderful people. So when the lights and sound supplier went, he diagnosed that they were using only one Cat6 cable for the entire LED. One Cat6 cable. You need at least four. Two for one side of the 9x12 and the other half of the 9x12. So basically, it's 6x4.5 for one Cat6 and 6x4.5 for the other Cat6. They only had one, as you can see in the photos there. This is a standard that Metrotech did that night. Obviously, four. Two for flashing live and two for backup in case one and two. It's a fail-safe. Kung sakaling mag-malfunction or hindi gumana, there's three and four to basically back it up. The current lights and sound supplier, the one we have had all the problems with, once they installed everything, and they had the Cat6 cables, still didn't know how to configure on the program how to flash with now two Cat6 cables attached to both halves of the LEDs. Hindi niya alam kung paano i-project and to configure sa PC niya. So I'm just like, oh my God, these people are so inexperienced. These people have no right to be here. So what I did is I said, please ask this person who doesn't know what to do to go to the wedding next door and ask Bernie of Metrotech. Bernie, thank you so much. Bernie, really, really appreciate. Ang solid ka. Thank you for doing this. And Getting Married, thank you talaga. And ask how to configure properly para alam mo yung gagawin. Balik ka dito, i-project mo. So he went back and basically told, nagawa niya. And we had a properly working LED. But here's the thing. They didn't even have the proper panels na same model. Some were different models, and that's why you have uneven colors sa LED. But that's the best we can do. Instead of like a blurred version of one Cat6 that was basically just so below basic standard of what an LED is supposed to be for a couple that they paid for, So, long story short, I'm doing this video to call attention. This was a subcontracted team. Most lights and sound suppliers have team 1, team 2. Those are their main teams. Pag hindi na kaya, they want to get another team para ma-accommodate yung booking. Now, there's nothing wrong with that for as long as you get capable suppliers. The owner of this lights and sound supplier, for some reason, thought that this team, who had no right to be there because they didn't know what they were doing, they absolutely lack experience. Listen, mabait silang tao. They were fine and they were trying. They just didn't know what to do. Had no right to be there. I'll know a lot of stories like this where they accept, nagsasubcon sila, and they get mixed teams who don't know how to work together. They get a team who lacks experience just so that they can accommodate the booking. So to lights and sound suppliers, guys, ang importante nyo, ang laki ng respeto ko for lights and sound suppliers. Kung wala kayo at hindi ko maayos, I can't even do my job properly. People can't hear themselves. People can't watch their SDEs. You are the backbone. You are the foundation of a good event. Kung wala kayo, walang maayos na event. Don't do this to couples. It is unprofessional. It lacks absolute care. This team had no right to be there. Thankfully, we had caring professional suppliers next door. Getting Married and Metrotech. Shout out to you guys, huh? Thank you for going above your roles and going next door. I really appreciate it. Kung wala kayo doon, I don't know. Baka wala ng SDE. They couldn't play it or it would be so bad in terms of quality. Look at the pictures. They had no right to accept that booking. So for couples, I'm spreading this for awareness. Make sure that the team that is booked and the team that you acquired, find out if it's their main team, and if it's a subcontracted team, find out if they have the experience, if marunong sila. And ask other coordinator suppliers or sa groups natin sa Wawi, sa Bride and Breakfast, kung okay ba sila ang grupo na to. And I'm calling out lights and sound suppliers who get subcontracted teams that lack the experience. Kawawa yung couples. Kawawang kawawa. And ang importante nyo, my God, you are so important. If not, you are one of the most important. You are absolutely, inarguably top 3. Kung walang maayos na lights and sound, ang hirap ng wedding reception, ang hirap ng programa. I'm spreading this for awareness. This should not happen. And I was talking to my co-suppliers. We were floored. We're like, what is happening? Why is this happening? That team had no right to be there. They should not accepted money. This is bad business and it puts a bad reputation on lights and sound suppliers na maayos. To all the lights and sound suppliers na maayos, thank you for keeping the standard even if it's subcontracted. Thank you for doing things right. For other lights and sound suppliers who accept bookings and get a subcontracted team that is below standard, yung hindi alam ginagawa nila, don't accept the booking kasi masisira din kayo. And this lights and sound supplier, my God, why did you accept that booking with a inexperienced team for a paying client on the one of the most important days of their lives? That's what's at stake at weddings. But some suppliers just don't understand that. So spreading this awareness so that at least more couples are aware and you are armed with knowledge, and spreading this to other lights and sound suppliers. Mabuhay maayos na lights and sound na suppliers. Ang laki ng respeto ko sa inyo. For those who do this, who get subcontracted teams that are below standard, please, please don't. It's just gonna ruin your reputation. Kung pera ang hinahanap nyo, mawawala din ng pera pag nasira yung reputasyon nyo na wala nang mag-book sa inyo. Trust me, it's not the way to do it. Please be of service. Alam ko naman lahat naman tayo, we want to get paid and money is important. But don't put money above all else. Please put service on top and taking care of the couple. Susunod po yung pera pag ganun. Kung pera-pera lang, ay nako, eventually po, mararamdaman naman ng mga couples at kliyente nyo na yun lang hinahanap nyo. Hindi alagaan sila. Hindi bigyan sila ng tamang serbisyo. Hindi maging professional. If you want the money, if you want to reach a high level, don't be just about the money. Be about service. Don't do this to couples.